many of whom dedicate their entire lives to earn it. For example, the medals received by athletes at the Games in Rio de Janeiro contain 494 grams of silver and only 6 grams of gold. For example, the medals received by athletes at the Games in Rio de Janeiro contain 494 grams of silver and only 6 grams of gold. They got us once.
Did you see the codes? Y'all didn't. That was one of them.
Once again, well, actually, the medal composition is defined in the rules of the Olympic Charter.
You seen that fucking shit right there? The fucking devil's own sports.
Every modern Olympic gold medal shall contain no less than 6 grams of gold. The only athlete...
Wow, because you said 6. You see how many times he keeps saying fucking 6? Oh my goodness.
Athletes who got lucky were the ones who won the Olympic gold in 1908. At that time, the Olympic Games were held in London, and the British decided to make their mark and break the rules of the Olympic Charter. They cast
the British, right? Okay.
Medals for the first place in solid
1908 down there. Wow.
Karat gold, though the size of them was quite small. 21 grams against the current 500.
They was naked on the money.
And the British decided to make their mark and break the rules of the Olympic Charter. They cast medals for the first place in solid 15 karat gold.
Alright, so according to that money, it's okay for one nigga to have 2 bitches and be butt-ass naked. Okay.
The size of them was quite small. 21.
Wait, why do I see angel wings? Okay.
1 grams against the current 500 grams.
Would you really need a horse if you had wings? Alright. Do y'all see all of them? You was one of those before.
It's simply impossible not to say, "Aw," when you see tiny penguins.
Why would the fuck would we say that? But we'll let you sound dumb again. $555 coming up.
It's simply impossible not to say, "Aw," when you see tiny penguins. Just look at them waddling with their straight little feet.
Did you see those feet? Go buy a fucking iguana and you'll see the same shit.
Are their legs actually straight? Turns out that all this time the penguins have been hiding something from us. They do have knees. Yes, contrary to the general belief, somewhere there,
they've been hiding that from us? How?
Under thick feathers, there are legs that can bend. They say the grass
Y'all didn't think? Oh my goodness, y'all are fucking dumb.
is always greener on the other side of the fence. You may
oh my, he's an agent, guys.
live in an age of technological advancement. Perhaps some grass is indeed greener, in the literal sense. Turns out there really is a way to make the grass greener.
So you just take your quart of concentrate and add it to your pre-filled 2.5 gallon.
Yeah, people do this shit all over California and Florida. They got fucking a lot of poison inside that shit too. 333 up there in orange for your biatch.
To do this, you just need to buy a special paint, mix it with water, spray it on the grass, and congrats! You have the greenest lawn in the area. The paint is absolutely harmless for people, animals, and grass itself, so this
They fucking lied. Now, just for lying, I'm about to get rid of
process is absolutely legal. Shooting an advertisement for hair shampoo.
Yeah, it's legal, but, you know, crack is legal for people to smoke it if they feel like it too.
Shampoo is a very challenging process. You have probably wondered why the hair in the TV ads looks so perfect. It is
Fucking thoughts.
so perfect, one can hardly believe it's real. However, such ads are very misleading. First, the hair is extended so it looks
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't call them thoughts. I called them thought puppets.
thicker. If a
I don't care what women do with themselves.
model is lying on the floor during the photo shoot, they put extra strands under her head. Second,
Everything when it comes to this type of shit is fake. I don't want to see that shit. No, man.
Hello everyone. As you know, with the rise of the internet, a great deal of information that was previously
See this fucking puppet? He don't even get to start talking. And I know he's a motherfucking puppet. God damn, because he got that fucking agent accent. He's a fucking agent. Look at him. He got a billion fucking views. 2 billion. Come on. Come on. He's a fucking agent. 1 billion fucking views and nothing on his playlists? How? How the fuck? That don't make no sense. They want y'all lost. They are praying that y'all niggas don't wake up and take this country back. Or they know y'all not. Because, look, this is what I'm saying. If they see this many fucking views, they know y'all not taking this shit back. They know this many views right here. If I do the equation in my mind with it, this tells me that, wow, I don't even want to tell you because it's almost gonna make it seem like there's no angels in this world. Like that's what you're gonna fucking think. Like real shit. Come on.
Inaccessible became public. Every day, millions of people search to learn new things by themselves. Many people think that if they're online every day, they know everything, but they're wrong because of the
You heard what he said? They're definitely fucking wrong.
vast amounts of information on the web. It's simply impossible to see everything, even if you dedicate your life to it. And this means that you can't know everything in the world. So in today's video, we decided
Did y'all hear that? Y'all need to learn from this shit.
to broaden your knowledge a bit and show you some things you probably haven't seen yet. Let's get it on. Most people love chocolate and literally can't live without it. And of course, even if you don't like chocolate, you've probably
Believe me, what's in chocolate? Because that's not the cocoa. That's not the cocoa. That's fake chocolate.
tried it at least once in your life. We're used to the fact that chocolate's a bar covered with multicolored paper waiting for us in the store. However, few people know or have seen how chocolate's produced. Today we're going to show you this simple but laborious process. It all starts with the cocoa beans that sprout in different parts of the world. For example, in South America, Central America, West Africa, and Australia.
So that's the only time they give Africa credit when it comes to diamonds and cocoa beans. Okay.
The grains arrive dry at the chocolate factory without the gelatinous layer and sorted.
There's white girls around this fucking world that will get mad about y'all taking their credit away from the Africans.
The first stage of chocolate production is the roasting of the beans at a temperature
A lot of them.
of 120 to 100.
Wait. Did y'all see that? They got you. Wow.
140 degrees, after which the shell is removed. Large particles are removed by filtering, while small particles are removed from the mass by vacuum. The toasted and peeled dough is then broken up and ground into a uniform thickness. Sugar, flavors, and cocoa butter are added. If it's milk chocolate,
Sugar, flavors, and cocoa butters are added.
dry milk is added. You probably think that the chocolate production dough is then
That's not no dry fucking milk. I'm gonna tell y'all that shit right now.
broken up
That's dry poison.
and ground into a
See, they never want to show y'all niggas where it go before it comes to this factory. That's the fucking problem.
uniform thickness. Sugar, flavors, and cocoa butter are added. If it's milk chocolate, dry milk is added. You probably think that the chocolate production is almost finished, and all you have to do is pour the dough into the molds. But no. Yes, the taste of this melted dough is what we all love, but the consistency is not entirely homogeneous. This may seem strange, but to achieve the same thickness and ductility, the liquid mass is dried to obtain powdered chocolate. In addition, this powder is melted
So you're saying the Circle
Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all eating.
K fleet card lets me save on fueling my fleet, and it's hassle-free? Yep.
again to obtain a thick liquid. This may seem
Look at this shit.
strange, but to achieve the same thickness and ductility, the liquid mass is dried to obtain powdered chocolate. In addition, this powder is melted again to obtain a thick liquid. Now it becomes the real chocolate, ready to be packed. If the manufacturer produces chocolate chips, the thick dough is dripped on special pallets to cool and pack the chips in bags. If you produce chocolate bars, then the dough is poured into special molds, which travel along the conveyor. It cools for 2 hours.
I told you, get out the matrix. They don't need you. You see the machines?
And, well, you guessed it, the chocolate is ready. We all know that Thor controls thunder and lightning, yet few people know that you don't
He don't control shit.
have to be Asgard
God control everything. Why you think you can't stop this world right now? I know sometimes y'all get up and y'all be like, damn, when is it gonna be something different today? Nah, it ain't gonna be nothing different. God, you're gonna die from here, and then God will make you see something different, okay?
Regards God to be surrounded by deadly flows of electricity, like in an epic movie. This man is not a superhero, but just an ordinary electrician. And yet, just look.
Did you see that? Y'all thought that was fake? And now if that's what I'm saying. You see how electricity and fire work? When y'all learn to understand that electricity, fire, water, and air all put together, do you want to know how they work? All put together. See, that's what y'all don't understand. That's how you get you.
Okay, controlling the lightning and the current isn't the same, but it looks spectacular, don't you think? Let's take another look. It's very beautiful. Have you ever thought about going for a walk on a...
It's very beautiful, yeah, but if his ass would have got shocked and he fell off that shit, cracked his motherfucking head and was still on the floor shaking and died, it wouldn't have been very beautiful, because that would have been God.
Cold day with soap bubbles? To be honest, playing with liquids is the last thing you want to do when it's very cold. So we're sure you've never made soap bubbles in the snow and missed something great. Due to the cold, they freeze in an amazing and very beautiful way. And now there'll be a little spoiler. By the way, people who are allergic to pollen won't like what we show them below.
A person that got allergies, that literally would have probably killed them. They probably would have ended up dead. Real shit. You know how, oh my goodness. I got a headache looking at that just now. Like real shit. I just got a headache from seeing pollen get shooken off of a tree. I gotta give this, man, I feel like I gotta give me some rest. I'm feeling tired, y'all. That shit made me sick.
We can only be happy that the technology has not yet reached the level needed to transmit the smell by video, and be glad you saw such an enormous amount of pollen flying from a tree, because this phenomenon is quite rare. A rainbow after rain is a fairly common phenomenon, and you've probably seen one at least once in your life. However, you probably don't know that you've seen a rainbow, let's say, not in its very original form, because in fact, rainbows form.
The Circle K Fleet card gives you that I just dropped a batch of pyrethrins on an ergotoid ant colony.
Form a complete.
Wow, you see this shit? You see how many ads these guys put in the middle of these videos? But you think they really give a fuck whether you learn or not? Man, son, I think I'm about to start being like how they are, man. These people are money hungry. I think if I can't be like them. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't be money hungry, because I don't worry about money. Money come to me. I don't gotta worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it hurts me to see that these guys will do this shit to y'all, man. They put fucking 5 and 6 fucking ads in the middle of the fucking video while y'all trying to learn. It's like y'all that's a free view. That's all that is. They're just getting a fucking free view, B. Real shit.
Circle, but looking at it from the ground, we only see half of this circle. Well, have you guessed what we're going to show you now? To see a full rainbow, you'll have to climb very, very high. For example, to the top of a mountain or on a plane, from where, as usual, you'll also have a beautiful view. Everything related to weightlessness conditions on space stations in general causes great interest among ordinary people. We're curious about absolutely everything, starting with how astronauts eat and drink and ending with, well, more personal questions. But have you ever wondered what happens to tears in zero gravity? Do they just flow over your face, or do they separate from the skin and hang in the air?
Y'all think that's real? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all really be thinking shit like gravity and all of that shit is real. Your mind is just on this earth, and that's all it is. Y'all gotta learn to learn that. That is nothing but we're here. There's nothing else. But there is another life after this. That's why y'all don't need to be worried. Don't be scared of nothing. Don't worry. It's nothing.
In this case, water is used instead of tears, and as you can
You seen the synchronicity?
see, the tears don't separate from the skin, but they don't flow down either. They form something like a bubble under the eye. The more you cry, the bigger the bubble becomes. Space launches are very rare events.
Y'all really believe that shit? Like, for real. Y'all do believe it, though. Y'all believe it. Cause that's why the moon is there. The moon is basically there to make you think that there's other shit out there. There's nothing else out there.
For example, in 2017, exactly 90 orbital launches took
Can you fucking show me? Cause look at that 9-0, that's really a 6.
place. In 2018, there were only 79 launches. Anyone who has seen with their own eyes
You see what they do with the numbers? Do you fucking see what they do with the numbers? Huh? Alright, I think you
how a carrier rocket rises into the sky can consider themselves very lucky. Well, and an even smaller number of people have seen a rocket launch from an airplane. They can be considered probably super lucky. By the way,
Yeah,
now
they launch it up. They take the plane and it separates from the rocket. The rocket falls back down and then the plane turns and goes to the other airport.
you can identify yourself as
Simple shit, okay?
one of them. Yes, you didn't see it live, but a video counts too.
You know, like the bright light back there?
They're nowhere near out almost in space. That's not even halfway up in the goddamn sky. That's shit. That's nothing.
Wow.
Still see it?
Yep, it's in the camera. Look how fast that's going, man. Look how fast.
I really think that's going fast. Why the fuck is it going sideways? It's going towards another country. It's gonna go to another fucking place to land. How fucking stupid could y'all be? That shit could be a fucking firework and y'all would still think it was real.
But only astronauts have seen a rocket launch from space in person. Unfortunately, they made a couple of images.
Heard what he said? And that wasn't even real.
But only astronauts have seen a rocket launch from space in person. Unfortunately, they made a couple of images.
You heard that? He straight said that coded for y'all, just a lot of you.
Electric towers are huge metal structures that have incredible weight and even more incredible dimensions. We're sure you don't know how these structures are built though, and the procedure, by the way, is extremely interesting. We've always believed that the trucks took the beams to the right place and then welded them together for a long time, stubbornly and painfully, until the tower was finished. However, it seems that our idea is too long and too slow, and nobody really uses it. It turns out that the towers are transported to the necessary place from the factory in parts. Special cargo helicopters are used for this. By the way, this work is not only extremely interesting, but also laborious.
Yeah, the same fucking cargo helicopter you use on Grand Theft Auto, right?
We would even compare it to the work of a jeweler, because the helicopter must fly and place a part of the tower in the right place, with a margin of error of only a couple of centimeters.
Wow, that's gotta be a talented flyer. Like, no, that's not even like a joke. See how they made the world? You see those all down the highway. You don't think they've been had helicopters to just do that shit with? That's what I'm saying.
We don't know what you think, but we, people who have nothing to do with the production.
Oh, you don't know what I think. I think that this whole fucking video is stupid. I really do. I do. I really do.